So students, due to some app problem, this I thought to make one video of 1 hour of all the capital gains provisions, but due to some app problem, technical issue, this is being made into 3 parts. So part 1, part 2, part 3, 3 parts are there. So please watch all the 3 parts, and in the description uh, I'll give the video links as well as notes link. You can find those in the there. So let us see the computation of long term capital gain under section 112. Okay, this this is very important one, because this is a new provision for the current batch. So previous batches students, you people don't know, those who are writing backlog, you may get a question relating to this. So if you won't have the notes, please take these notes and write the answer as it is, which I gave. That is enough. Okay, if you have the any juniors contacts, take the notes from them also for the other chapters. Let us see the uh, computation of long term capital gain under section 112a, 112a. Okay, full value of consideration, that is the rate at which you sell the shares or transfer the shares. Transfer expenses, whatever transfer expenses are there, those will be considered. Net consideration, after deducting the a minus b, you will get net consideration. Then less cost of acquisition. Cost of acquisition is very important thing here. How to get cost of acquisition, I will tell. If you deduct cost of acquisition, you will get long term capital gain. Sir, you are saying long term capital gain but not doing indexation. That is what the matter. In case of 112a, without indexation, you need to calculate the value of long term capital gain. So how to get cost of acquisition? Cost of acquisition will be higher of the following. Sir, what you are saying? Cost of acquisition is higher of the following. Okay, what are those? Let us see. Actual cost of a asset, that is shares, at what the rate you have purchased, are least of the following. Sir, higher you said, higher is A or B, whichever is higher. What is B? 1 or 2, whichever is less is your B. अच्छा, इन दोनों में से कौन सा ज़्यादा है वो लेना है, ये सेकंड वाले के लिए। ये दोनों में से कौन सा कम है वो सेकंड वाला बन जाता। क्लियर? ओके देन, सो कास्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन will be higher of the following. Actual cost, okay, of asset, or least of the following. Fair market value on 1/1/2018. Sir, what you are saying? Yes, 31st January 2018 we need to take. And sale consideration, the value at which you have sold, that is only. Sir, you are saying about full value of consideration. Yes ma, that only. Sale consideration or fair market value, whichever is least, that will be your cost of acquisition here. And out of these two, whichever is higher will be your cost of acquisition here. So this is cost of acquisition. Sir, how to get fair market value? It will be given. Sometimes it will be given. If it is not given, we need to calculate fair market value. That is also given in the notes here on the top. She wrote here at the top, not having enough space, so she wrote on the top. Fair market value. Fair market value as on 31/1/2018. shares listed and transacted on 1/4/2018 if they have been listed and transacted, okay, transferred on that date. Then highest value on 1/31/2018, shares listed but not traded if they have not been sold on that date on 1/31/2018. In such case, highest value any preceding day trading. Okay, first if it is traded, we will take the highest value on which 31st January. If 31st January, if it is not traded, before that day, any preceding day, if they have been traded, that value you take. For units, it is about shares these 2 points. For units, net asset value on 31/1/2018. Sir, it will be given? Yes, it will be given, don't worry. Unlisted cost of acquisition as per the previous year 2018-19. Which cost? Indexed cost of acquisition. Sir, you said not to do indexation. I said not to do indexation for the purpose of calculation of long-term capital gain. But in case to get the cost of acquisition, here he is saying in case of unlisted shares 2017-18 whatever, okay, 2017-18 CAI, on the basis of that we need to take indexed cost of acquisition. For calculating tax liability under section 112A, please remember these are very important points while calculating tax under section 112A. Deduction under chapter 6A are not allowed. 80C2, 80U, 80C2, 80U deductions will not be allowed. No benefit of rebate under section 87A is also allowed. Not allowed, okay. No deduction, no means it is not allowed. रिबेट नहीं दिए जाएगा, चैप्टर 6 से डिडक्शन नहीं दिए जाएंगे. नो बेनिफिट ऑफ इंडेक्सेशन इज अलाउड. इंडेक्सेशन भी नहीं करना है. डायरेक्टली यू नीड टू टेक 10% फ्लैट रेट इफ लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन इज अबोव 1 लाख, 1 लाख से ज़्यादा है. सपोज यू हैव गॉट 4 लाख, out of this 1 lakh is not taxable, remaining 3 lakhs directly 10%, 30,000, no deductions, no rebate, nothing. Please remember. Remaining section I have already said you, these are the important points. So it has started here it is been started and here it is ended. So this is one of the important change in the long capital gains chapter. So we have completed all the provisions except this exemptions under section 54, 54B, D, E, E, C, F. I think you people know about this, that is why I didn't explain this. And 54, 54B, D, E, these are very important. Once go through those before exams. Okay, learn any 3 units perfectly, that is more than sufficient. Capital gain, other sources, and last theory chapter is there, that are, and clubbing provisions theory, forwarding, deductions provisions, these you learn, that will be more than sufficient. Lastly, सीखना बन तो जीतना बन, सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए. And it is in 3 parts. 3 videos, so watch all the 3 videos and prepare well for your exam. All the best. Jai Hind.